Hello again, my name is T.I. Scott and this is the second video in the Java playlist. Okay, before we get started, I'll just quickly add something to the last concept, and that is escape sequences. So in Java, there are reserved escape sequences such as like moving down a new line or tabs, using quotation marks, all that sort of stuff. So with escape sequences, it's basically a reserved character. If you take this for example, uh, print line means basically you're moving to the next line anyways. If you just press print, it'll stay on the same line after the output is put on screen. So for this, you would just add a \n. That would be a new line, and then let's come back down here and have a print line again, adding a tab. So \t is a tab, and say this is a tab. So there are a number of escape sequences. You can look them up, but that's just a quick example of them. I will just demonstrate this. So hello, and then since this is says hello T.I. Scott, welcome to the Thunderdome. Since this is a print, it should stay on the same line here, but we've used a new line character escape sequence, and that has moved down, and this tab has pushed in this line. So that's just one example of escape sequences. Okay, sorry if you hear a noise in the background. I have a dog that's chewing on some sort of bone against a wood floor, so it might be a bit annoying, but bear with it. Okay, so the next concept that we are going to cover is variables, maybe do some simple arithmetic and operations, and we'll start out by declaring a integer variable. So in Java, there are plenty of data types, integers, doubles. Doubles are basically floating point numbers, and they have decimals. So if you are doing like a division, like 7 divided by 5, you're going to want a decimal number instead of a integer, because you'll just get the whole number rather than the actual decimal part of that number. But for now, we'll just declare an integer. Let's say num1, let's do num2 and num3. You can declare multiple variables on the same line, as long as you separate them by a comma. Again, you end every line with a semicolon to notify the compiler and that the line has ended, to move down to the next line. So next step we're going to do is, let's just give a quick print line to sort of outline what we're doing here. This is a basic calculator. Now my dog's onto the squeaky toy. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to outline, or we're just going to demonstrate that, Hank, can you stop squeaking that, please? We are going to just show each of the basic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and we'll also show modulus as well. So for this, we are going to start with declaring what each of the variables are. So we haven't actually declared the variables up here. That's why they're underlined in yellow. They haven't been initialized. So first we're going to do num1 equals, let's say, 4. Num2 equals 2. and we'll leave num3 as the total. So we'll do addition. These are comments. Addition is num3 equals num1 plus num2. And then we are going to system.out.println, and we'll type in num3 there. Let's do it more professionally. Okay, so this should show num1 plus num2, so that should show the addition process for that. Now we're going to move down here, and we're going to do subtraction. Shit, what the hell did I just do? I've just copied and pasted because it's just easier. Num1 minus num2 multiplication. So the reason that I've kind of separated these out is that once you've declared what num3 is with num1 plus num2, and then that's why I'm printing it out after each time. Because if I don't print it out, then we're not going to see it. But each time you kind of do an operation using the num3 variable, it's going to update it. So for this, it's going to equal 6 to 8 to, and we'll do the remainder here. Modulus is a fairly important operation in programming because you can kind of tell if a number is even or odd by doing a modulus 2. 0 if it's even, 1 if it's odd. But here we'll just do that. This should be 0. But yeah, so I'm printing it out so we actually get to see what it is. Because if I didn't print it out, then it would just update it again. And going through all of this, it would just end up being 0 with the modulus. But we'll try with a couple numbers just to show you how it all works. So again, this is what we have. 2 variables, make sure they're initialized, declared, and then put into use. We'll run this program now. So this is a basic calculator. So 4 plus 2, 6. 4 minus 2, 2. 4 times 2, 8. What the hell? The last. Oh, the division one. I left it as a. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 4 modulus 2 is 0. We'll do this quickly just to show that it has the ability to do a modulus. Again, 5 plus 2, 7. 5 minus 2, 3. 5 times 2, 10. 5 divided by 2 is 2. See, this is where you need a double because it's only going to give you the actual whole number. And then the last one is 5 modulus 2, which is 1. So that's the remainder that we're getting out of the division. And to just demonstrate how it would work with this, let's do num4 and num4. So once it's a double, oh, we have to make all these doubles then. Yeah, so the reason you can't just make that double and you divide two integers is still going to give you 2.0. So we had to make the all the numbers doubles, and you end up seeing that you're able to get that fractional part added onto that when you divide 5 by 2. Okay, so that is the end of this video. We covered um, some variable declarations, some operations that you can do with variables and storing them in data and printing them out to the screen. We didn't actually need this import statement, so get rid of that. And we will carry on from there. But yeah, these operations are quite useful. I'll show you some other ones in the next video. Thanks for watching.